Well, looks like the cat is out of the bag a little bit early this time around, 2 days early actually. And IGN News broke three of the announcements that the Hasbro Fan First Friday, or the Hasbro Fan Fest, whatever they want to call it, this Friday, April 9th, was going to announce. We're going to talk about these in separate segments because they are big announcements, and I'll start with the biggest one of them all, no pun intended, and that of the Titan-class Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom, the Ark. Now, the Autobot Ark has been something that we've been discussing for feels like almost a year now. The early leaks, the early teases, the images, the everything that was going on, and finally now we could show off everything and deconstruct what is going on here primarily. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of homages, a lot of little throwbacks, a lot of little pieces and everything. So to start with, it transforms into the legendary Autobot ship. It has opening hatches, so you could have your characters load in and out. And as a little bonus accessory, it comes with a extremely tiny micro Optimus Prime figure, this time colored in red. This little micro figure was originally released with the Centurion Hasbro Pulse figure, so it's another opportunity to get that figure, but now in red, which is pretty awesome. A nice little color, and it could go with your Unicron display if you have that little display stand for all your little micro figures too. Aside from that, there isn't much else to really talk about with the alt mode. It's the awesome alt mode. It comes with extra energy accessories for the back, for the I guess we'll call it the thrusters. 4 of them specifically. Actually looks like it's probably 6 with the extra compounding of it. All in the clear blue. Looks really cool. That's awesome. When he transforms into robot mode, a lot of stuff goes on here. Number 1, the head sculpt is an homage to the Last Autobot from the old Simon Furman Marvel run at the tail end of the last 7 issues of the Transformer comic book series by Marvel Generation 1. Number 2, the chest comes off and makes a Teletraan 1 accessory with accompanying Sky Spy accessory that could detach. Anyone who's familiar with the Sky Spy, it was the little device that scanned all the local vehicles that made the Autobots and or Decepticons. But there's an extra wrinkle to the Teletraan accessory after transforming off of the chest. It also has a robot mode. And the robot mode is a homage to the old Action Master character that did not have a alt mode back in the day of Mainframe. Now, this Teletraan accessory, because it's significantly smaller than the rest of the figure, we might see it in the future as an individual release, possibly in the proper Mainframe colors. You see his head sculpt and the chest design is throwback to the old Action Master of the back in the day. Pretty cool stuff. Now, the total height of this figure, the robot mode Titan class, is that of 19 inches. Keep in mind the Devastator Titan, which is the smallest Titan up to this point, was 18 inches, and Omega Supreme is approximately 21 and a half. So this falls in between Devastator and Omega Supreme. It's not the biggest of the Titans, but it's not the smallest either. And very impressive nonetheless. A lot of crazy stuff going on here. A lot of extra little nods and accessories and pieces. Articulated hands. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in, and it's really exciting that this piece of information has been announced. As of this recording, the pre-orders have hit live on Hasbro Pulse. You are able to pre-order this and 2 other figures we will discuss later. They will be available and shipping out July 1st, 2021. So get hyped for that right now. The MSRP for the Ark is going to be $149.99, and that's pretty much standard by the go when it comes to these Titan classes. This is all very exciting stuff, and hopefully it gives us a clearer indication of, in the future, of what could possibly come from future Titans if they do choose to continue this price point and this concept, especially that of, let's say, the Nemesis. A lot to take in. It's really good stuff. Very excited about this. I'm surprised how early this announcement has broken. But either way, it's pretty cool. Also want to point out there's a lot of cool little details on that of the vehicle mode, which kind of transition a little bit to the robot mode, in that there's these little articulated turrets that could be used on the wrists of the robot mode, which also are present on that of the vehicle mode. These little, like, I guess, gunmetal black turrets. A lot of cool stuff going on. And, I mean, it's just great. It really is. This is super exciting. And this is what we've been talking about for weeks upon weeks and tease upon tease. And now we finally got the actual product in front of us. And it looks great. If anything, it's as silly as this sounds, I'm almost more excited about the little mainframe throwback to the old Action Master with that of the transformation into the Teletraan 1 computer. This is all great stuff. It's going to make great photography and accessories and play sets and setups for people to really enjoy everything that's going on with our Transformer brand. Stay tuned. We still have more to talk about later today, but this is just the first piece of many things to come over the next couple of days.